Arman, welcome to Qatar. It feels like this fight with Dan Hooker, long time in the making. You guys have been going back and forth for years, so to finally have it just days away, how are you feeling ahead of Saturday night?
Feeling great, so excited. Yeah, finally, I'm fighting with Dan Hooker. This year is my first fight.
He said that he was one of the few men in this division that wanted to fight you. I'm curious, how many options did you have for this card, and is it true? Is he one of the few that said yes to fighting you?
No, he's the only one who said yes from deserver fighters, and I supposed to fight with Gage as well. He said no, but Hooker said yes.
What do you feel about Dan? Because, you guys have gone back and forth over the few years, but even he said up here, he was like, the closer we get to the fight, all that stuff kind of goes away. He saw you yesterday. He didn't feel like angry or anything. What exactly do you feel about Dan at this point?
I mean, I feel same. I'm just wanna win him and go for my goal, fight for the title. I just one more fight, and he's a good fighter, a good striker, but I'm in different level.
Dana White said that this fight is for the #1 contender. I'm sure that you've been wanting to get that since the whole incident with the Islam fight. Do you feel like just one win, just get through this fight, you are fighting for a title next?
Yeah, for sure. I beat Dan Hooker and fighting for the title next.
There's some talk of Ilia Topuria maybe moving up to welterweight again without defending his lightweight belt. Would you want him to be the guy you fight for the belt?
No, for me it doesn't matter. I want to be a champion. Who is gonna be a champion, I'll fight. I'll take the fight.
Hi, Arman. First of all, good luck on Saturday. It's a pleasure to see. It will be a pleasure to see you in the octagon again, because I think it has been a while, right? The last time we saw you in the octagon was UFC 300. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of things that you've been working on in your game. Any interesting additions that we can see? Any wrinkles that you're particularly proud of?
I mean, I've been working so hard, and it was like almost 2 years from my last fight. Yeah, probably I learned something new, and I want to see how it's gonna look like on this fight. And I'm so excited to see my fight as well, like a fan, because I was almost 27 years old, and now I'm 29, and I feel like I'm completely different fighter right now.
You actually mentioned that also, that you have changed your approach to training, that you probably take better care of yourself now, maybe overtrain less. Would you say that you feel like more of a mature fighter, more of a veteran fighter now?
I try not to overtrain, but who likes his job, he does a lot, but sometimes our body is not able to do that. But yeah, I learned from my last pull-out that I hurt myself, and now I did 100% my camp, and I'm healthy and ready. And when you overtrain, you always get hurt. So yeah, my team, my coaches, they control myself, and they controlled me all camp, and today I feel way better than in January.
Since again the pause between your fights just kind of turned out to be so long, in the hindsight, do you kind of regret a little bit that maybe you didn't accept, or the fight with Gamrot did not materialize in summer?
I wanted to fight for the title that moment, because Islam left. I thought they're gonna give me a title fight. That's why I didn't take that fight.
Actually, I would like to ask you about Ilya also, and about Georgia. With both of you sharing this Georgian connection, him being from Georgia, you were born there. With this much trash talk happening between the two of you, do you sometimes feel awkward because of that?
No, it's just a media game.
Okay. Don't feel any pushback from the fans, from your friends there?
I mean, of course, Georgian people wants to be him champion, and Armenian people wants to be me a champion. And in Georgia, a lot of Armenian people live there. My all relatives live there. Yeah, and maybe 10-15% from Georgian people they they wanna see me a champion too.
Oh, I think a lot of them would love for you to become champion, actually.
Thank you.
Not, I don't mean like they would cheer against Ilya, but they would definitely be very proud and support you either way. And just one last question, if I may. If first, hypothetically, let's just say that you go there on Saturday, you put on an amazing performance. Obviously, God willing, not sustain any injuries and stuff. And for example, if Ilya's next fight is still up in the air by that point, and it happens to be in January, would you be willing to step in and fight on such a short notice for the title?
Yeah, of course. If I beat Dan Hooker and not get any injured, of course I'm gonna take that fight, because this is title fight, and as I know now, you cannot turn down the title fight. So you gotta get there and get your opportunity and fight for the title, because you can fight maybe once in your life for the title.
Okay, thank you, and again, good luck on Saturday.
Thank you so much.
Hi Arman. If you beat Dan Hooker easily, would you fight Ilya Topuria in January?
It's probably you should ask Dana White. So I would like to fight for the title.
Арман, приветствую. В свое время в Инстаграме завирусилась история с коллекцией твоих часов. Вот сейчас вижу тоже на руке блестят. Можно сказать, какие самые любимые?
There was a video online that showed the collection of your watches. It became really popular, viral. I also see that you have a really great watch on right now. Can you tell us what is your favorite watch?
На русском или на английском?
На русском, а потом можешь Сергей перевести.
Ну, у каждой коллекции есть свои часы, которые мне нравятся. Допустим, у Rolex мне обычный Брюс Уэйн нравится, у Адамара нравится стальные, которые идут. Но в каждой коллекции по одной нравится. Нет такого, что вот одни единственные часы, которые мне нравятся больше всего. Ну, мне нравятся те часы, которых у меня еще нету.
Every company has their own watch that I like. I mean, if you look at Rolex, I like the regular Bruce Wayne. If you look at Atamar, I like the steel ones. But there isn't like, a specific watch. The watch that I like most is the watch I don't have yet.
Как раз такие были у Ислама перед его крайним боем за 40 миллионов рублей. Не знаю, видел ты или нет. Хотел бы ты их?
Такие часы у меня есть.
There was a watch that Islam wore right before his fight. I don't know if you saw it, and would you like that type of watch? And the answer is, I have that watch.
Если ты про Ричард Милла говоришь, про Патек, от Адамаров таких нет у меня.
Про Патек, да, вот 40 миллионов.
Это были эти, Ричард Милл. Ну ладно, не суть. Давай что-нибудь про бои.
Да, про бои. У тебя был случай, когда тебе прописали курсы по управлению гневом, когда случился конфликт с фанатом. Вот сейчас была крупная история с дракой на UFC 322. Подходили ли к тебе работники UFC и просили ли, чтобы здесь с Ильей Топурией не было никаких у вас конфликтов, вот, потому что это плохо влияет на спорт?
There was a moment where you were assigned anger management courses because of the conflict that happened during the fight, during your walkout. Now there was a huge brawl outside of UFC 322. I was wondering if there was any kind of, narrative about you being careful with whatever could happen with all the tempers flaring with all the folks that are involved in this fight here.
Раз. UFC вообще нам ничего не говорит, что нам нужно делать, как нам нужно делать. И мне ничего не предупреждали, ничего не говорили. Ну, вот так как-то.
UFC never gives the directions. They never tell us what to say, what not to say. They never give us any of those instructions. So I wasn't specifically approached to say anything.
Удачи в субботу.
Спасибо большое.
Hey Arman, I want to ask Hamzat, is he gonna be in your corner in this fight?
Yes, Hamzat gonna be my corner.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. We know that how good your ground game and the wrestling skills are, and Dan Hooker always had the great takedown defense against the elite wrestlers. How you think the fight goes on the ground?
I mean, I work on my ground game, and I watch all his fight, how he get up from the bottom, and so I work how to hold him there. So we'll see on Saturday night.
And the one last for me. we always see that you always work with the Armenian people around you, and also the United States. There's too many Armenians support you. There's gonna be also in Qatar. How important is that for you to have the Armenian people around and cheering for you in the stage?
You know, to be honest, it motivates me when like people come and support me. No, for someone it's pressure when your parents or someone is coming to support you. But for me, no, I like when people comes and support me, and I get motivated for them from them.
Thank you so much.
Hello, Arman here. How are you? You talk about you won the title, but in your opinion, what do you have that Ilia Topuria doesn't have?
Hello, thank you for the question. I have more skills than him, especially my kicks game, my kicks and my wrestling.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Arman. Let's say that Ilia Topuria goes to welterweight and you win over Dan Hooker. Do you think that you deserve to get the belt automatically or to fight a fight for that belt?
How do you think?
With Aspinall, he got it automatically when John Jones retired.
I think I deserve to fight for the title.
And against who?
Against anybody who UFC gives me, I'll fight. Probably it's Gagey or Petty or Holloway. Charles, he lost his fight too, so he's on the line as well.
We are seeing so many UFC fighters interested and promoting themselves to fight in the White House. Are you one of them?
No, my goal is fight for the title anywhere.
Last question. Tell us about your experience in Qatar so far, in the first event for UFC.
So far in Qatar, I like Qatar. So clean, weather is good, the people so nice everywhere. I went to the mall and maybe I'll stay a couple more days after my fight. Thank you.
Арман, приветствую. Это был непростой год для тебя. Ты много думал, много тренировался. Твоя новая версия, насколько отличается от той, которую мы видели раньше? И в спортивном плане, и в психологическом.
This wasn't an easy year for you. This is your first fight this year. You trained a lot. You did a lot of soul searching, a lot of thought, a lot of analyzing. How is the new version of Arman differs from the old version of Arman?
Ну, не знаю, насчет боев надо подраться, чтобы посмотреть, какая новая версия меня, да. Я со стороны себя не вижу во время тренировок очень много, но именно в голове как-то все проще проходить. Весогонки и медиа и все остальное как-то раньше мне чуть это как-то мешало, как-то у меня не хватало на этой энергии, я себя заставлял, а сейчас я хожу спокойно, как будто все так должно быть, и весогонка, и все остальное. Ну, то есть мой мозг говорит, что ты готов ко всему сейчас.
You know, I don't know, as a fighter, I'm not sure because it's hard for me to see myself outside of myself as I train and as I get prepared. So we'll have to see on Saturday how different this version of a fighter Arman is from the old version. But when it comes to mentally, I think it's much easier for me when it comes to handling weight cutting and media and stuff like that. Before, it was sort of like a chore that I had to bring myself up to doing. Right now, I feel like it's much, much easier. You know, I'm walking around, I'm doing all the hits that I need to do. So I think mentally, it's a whole different me, and it's much easier.
Хугер сказал, что нейтрализует твою борьбу хайкиком. А что бы ты ему ответил?
Hooker said that he's gonna neutralize your wrestling with a high kick. What are you gonna say about that?
Ну, я хочу сказать, что хайкиком борьбу не могут остановить. Вот коленом может остановить борьбу.
I say that you really can't stop wrestling with a high kick. Maybe with a knee, but not with a high kick.
И последний вопрос. Вот стоит ли такая задача, чтобы не просто победить, а сделать это максимально ярко, тем самым заявив, что ты вот номер один претендент?
Is there a goal to not just finish him, but maybe to finish him in a spectacular fashion and this way say that there's nobody else in front of you in line for the title?
Конечно, у меня в голове финиш, я хочу завершить его досрочно, но у меня будет 25 минут, так что я торопиться не буду. Я знаю, что финиш, он придет автоматически, и дай бог он будет.
You know, obviously the goal is to finish him early, but it's not something I'm going to chase. I have a long time. I have 25 minutes, so I know that the finish is going to come. It's going to come itself. I just have to find it.
Arman, hello. Question for you. Would you be surprised if Paddy Pimblett would get title shot earlier than you?
No.
Thank you.
What up, gang? What up, miss? Oscar!
Hello.
Hey, Oscar.
Hi, Dan. I feel like this whole fight with Arman, may be one of the longest running in your career. It feels like it's been a long time coming. Now you're finally here, a few days away. Are you excited to put your hands on this man that you allegedly hate so much?
Yeah, I hate a lot of people. No, it definitely is. All of that's kind of fading away now. Like as the fight draws closer, yeah, obviously we don't like each other, but a lot of that's just fading away as we draw closer. I'm just excited for the event. I'm excited for the moment. I'm excited to get out there and to just take it from him. He's the number one contender. He's the next in line for a title shot. I'm going out there to steal it. I'm going out to rob this man.
You said after your fight with Gamrot that you wanted the hardest path to the title, and you said Arman would be the hardest path. Is that still the goal here? Beat him and go straight into world title shot and world contention?
That's why I called him out. That's why I pursued this fight. I've been getting asked all week. They're like, how did you feel when this fight came across your desk? It's like, bro, I flew to UFC Perth and I nagged Hunter Campbell and I nagged Sean Shelby to give me this fight. I said, please let me slap the shit out of this man. Let me I said, I know you guys don't like him either. I said, then let me get him out of the way. I said, I got rid of Gamrot. I said, now let me get rid of Arman and give me a damn title shot.
When you got to see him yesterday, right, you did your face-off. I mean, you've done a lot of those. I don't know how much you can take away from it, but when you finally got to see him, experience that in person, did you get anything from it?
Yeah, that's kind of why I laughed when he extended his arm to my chin, and I said, think of my trousers is longer than your arms, mate. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, so I kind of laughed. He's got I've got a pretty big reach advantage out there.
So obviously, the strategy he has said he's going to implement is wrestle heavy, come out and wrestling. I can't imagine you trained so specifically for that, but, curious where you see your advantages in this and where you see his disadvantages.
Yeah, like that's the beauty of he's come out and said that he's going to wrestle and make me tired. But that's the beautiful thing about wrestling is you're going to make both of us tired. Now we're just both tired. But there's one thing I can do, and that's fight tired. Obviously, if we're on the feet, we're at long range, there's nothing he can do about it. I feel like a chip away. Mid-range, he don't want a bar of that. So that's really either stay right out of distance or grab a hold of me. These are his only two options. But it's an easy fight for the fans to follow. Feet on ground, going good. Feet in the air, not going good.
And lastly, we've got a few familiar faces going around the hotel. Paddy Pimblett, who had some issues with some things you said before. Islam Makhachev.
I say so much shit that I don't even remember who I piss off these days.
Well, you're gonna
we all right?
You and Paddy?
Yeah.
I remember he said that you were full of shit or something. You should eat shit.
I know he said I sucked at jiu-jitsu, but it's like, bro, I'm not going to lose sleep over that. You know what I mean? There's worse things that someone can say, I seen him yesterday.
And Islam? We're still good with Islam?
Well, that's the thing about pissing other people off. It's not really, I pissed them off. So then it's like, you don't piss someone off and then beat them up. It's like you piss them off and then it's your move.
Dan, hi.
Yo.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't seen you in a while in the octagon, actually. And come Saturday night, any big changes or some significant improvements that we can expect from you?
Always. I feel like in the last couple of years, I made some pretty big improvements. in my game, I just haven't been able to, just due to injuries, haven't been able to showcase them. But I've still been in the gym, getting better and plugging holes. So definitely.
Thank you. And I think a lot of people have often viewed you as just an action fighter. Somebody who's like oriented on like delivering the so-called bangers, the cool fights and stuff. But would you say that right now you're more focused on like just getting that title? That's like the main goal.
Well, that's why I wanted this fight. It's because you reach a certain stage of your career and you achieve all these smaller goals that you set out for yourself. When you first, I just wanted to be a UFC fighter. Then you achieve that. And then I wanted to get some cool knockouts and get some bonuses. And I got that. And then you want to be in the rankings. And you want to be in the main event. So it's like you set new goals. And the only goal that I have yet set my sights on is be the title. And it's, I'm in that position now. It's like, do you want to be a fun guy? Or do you want to be a champion? It's like, I am a fun guy, but I also want to be a champion.
Well, there's also a belt for fun guys, actually, and it happens to be in your division.
Fuck, I completely forgot about the BMF.
Is that something that you would entertain, obviously?
Obviously, you get arm raised against Arman, you're getting a title shot. That's the beauty of there being two titles in that division. Yeah, I beat Arman. I can walk in and fight for the BMF or the undisputed title, but it'll be one of those fights.
Okay, and
I completely forgot about that. Why has no one asked me that all week?
I cannot believe that. Are you joking?
That's the first time it was brought up the BMF.
That is
I had
crazy.
completely forgot about it.
That is crazy.
There is a fun guy championship.
Yeah. Actually, I think, you're one of those very rare people who I think everyone can agree that deserves to fight for that. But actually, when you and I talked before, you mentioned that your losses to Islam and Chandler kind of bothered you, and as any loss, you would like to get that one back, those back. Well, Islam is no longer in the division, and I don't know if yours and Chandler paths will ever cross again. But I know it's not the same. But say that you defeat Arman because of the stylistic similarities. Do you feel like that victory would kind of scratch that itch a little bit and just kind of prove it to yourself and to others just how much you've improved as a fighter? I don't know if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. I was following. I don't feel like I really have anything to prove to anyone else. I'm not really in the position where I have to prove anything to anyone. I know the sport. I know what I'm capable of. It's just going out there and being myself, and I can beat any of these fighters on the face of the planet. So it's it's just been a lot of hard work. I've everyone's seen my journey through the UFC. They've seen the losses. They've seen me picking myself back up and stick it out a lot longer than a lot of other fighters have. So it'll just be cool. It'll just be one for the guys that it'll just go to show that if you just keep working hard and picking yourself back up, that you can achieve the success that you set out for.
Just wondering if you've seen the latest updates to the rankings that they were published yesterday, and if you have, what are your thoughts about that?
I didn't see it. What was it?
Well, there's some certain changes. Paddy Pimblett is right now in top 5.
Fuck, that's hell.
Not sure.
They must be giving him a title shot, eh? They must be cherry picking him a title shot. Nah, fuck. It is what it is.
Do you pay attention to that at all?
Nah. Like, it is what it is. They're just numbers.
And just one last from me. You did one of the interviews and you said that sometimes, on the night of the fight, Dan Hooker shows up. And sometimes it's some other guy that shows up,
Say the word.
But when Dan Hooker shows up, that's the one that I would like to focus on. Who is that Dan Hooker, if you can tell us?
Dangerous, brother. Dangerous. Can knock people out. Yeah, I'm confident, man. I'm confident coming into this weekend and Saturday night that I've got this covered.
Thank you. Good luck.
Hey Dan, if you win this fight, I think you'll become one of the contenders for the title fight. How do you see your chance against Topuria? We know he had some knockout power, but you have tough chin. So, how do you see
the
that
goal
fight?
would be to get not clipped on the chin. Yeah, obviously, just using your length and knees and elbows and stuff, it'll be a good fight. I think that's just a good fight. I don't see that fight coming out of the first round. I think that's a wild fight.
Thank you. Good luck.
Hello, Dan. You've stayed pretty relevant and a top contender in one of the toughest, if not the toughest, division in the UFC. What's the biggest key to your longevity?
Yeah, just not like the longer it takes you to get over a loss and confront that and be honest with yourself about where you went wrong is the longer it takes you to get back up. You know, a lot of fighters, they lose 1 or 2 fights and they just stay down in the dumps, and it's like, well, the only person you're hurting in the long run is yourself. So just dust yourself off, get back on the horse.
Hi, Dan, over here. Arman had a peace offer for you in his recent interview. Said that he will say hello to you or Ilya if you run into each other at the hotel. So after that, do you still hate him?
I seen him yesterday. Yeah, fuck. This is what it is. I get paid on Saturday to kick him in the head. I'm not going to kick him in the head at the bloody pigeon. the bloody pigeon lookout or whatever it's called. We're at yesterday. Yeah. We get another few chances to size him up. It's good.
One more for me. In your last fight, Mateusz Gamrot followed your kicks to shoot his takedowns. So do you think Arman is going to try to do the same, or do you planning to box as a plan A?
I've been saying all week I'm going to kick him in the head. I don't think that there's no rocket science. Kick him in the head, and we'll see how he wrestles after that.
Thank you.
Hi Dan, welcome to Doha.
Thanks, brother.
I believe you initiated the trouble and trash talk with Tsarukyan.
I initiated it. You're accusing me. He's coming here accusing me. I did not. Go back in. No, we're going to check this, brother. Because he was the first one to take a shot. He was the first one to take a shot and accuse me of ducking him when I didn't even know who he was.
So it's not about.
So I apologize before we continue.
So it's not about his withdrawal from the fight against Makhachev.
That's fuck. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I worried he's going to show up?
Or you called him like the spoiled rich kid and many other names. Do you feel that he's the shortest route for you to reach the title?
That's a roundabout question. Yes, he is. Yes, definitely. Oh, he's the number 1 contender. Yeah, he pulled out of a title fight. Yeah, that fight maybe should have got rebooked, but obviously in the way that he pulled out, the UFC told him he needed another win, and between me and him, I looked at the division. None of the big name guys are going to fight him. You know, the champion's got a legitimate excuse to avoid him. He can say, I'm not going to fight a guy who's going to pull out on that short notice. The big name guys, Gagey and stuff like that, they have a good. He gave everyone a good reason to avoid him. Bro, if I didn't chase him down, hunt him, and fight him, who else is he going to fight? You know what I mean? Like, he'd have to go fight someone outside the top 10, or fight Gamrot or something like that. He should be thanking me.
Ilya made it clear that he don't want to fight against Tsarukyan, but I think he would be more interested to fight you. What do you think?
Yeah, he would. He would. I'm gonna, of course he'd be more interested. We get to sell more pay-per-views and we get a more exciting fight.
Last question. Tell us about your experience so far in Qatar.
Beautiful. I'd love to get out and check it a bit more. I think we're relaxing for the rest of the day and all of tomorrow. So if you got any recommendations, fire them through, and I'll look forward to it.
Arabic food after the fight.
After the fight, yeah. We got no food tomorrow, so.
Hello, Dan. How are you?
Good.
I have a few questions for you. As one person say, Australia has no wrestling. That's why people from Australia need to ask a help from one grappler, Craig Jones. But as we see, the last one, his help does work with Islam Makhachev. Can you ask some advices from Craig Jones for the upcoming fight with Arman Tsarukyan, or not?
Did I what? Nah, I got that. I speak fucking. Did I ask Craig for help?
Yes.
No, we'll go out for a beer after the fight, but nah.
For this upcoming fight.
Nah. I got the best wrestling coaches in the world. I got the best wrestling coach, Andre Paulette, sitting right back there, brother. That's all I need.
And the last one from me. The manager of Justin Gage said that if Paddy Pimblett would get title shot before Justin Gage will out from the sport, out from the MMA. What do you think about that situation?
Ooh. You can't give Paddy the title, can they? No, I mean, it looks like they're probably going to. It looks like they're probably going to do Paddy for the belt. But that's just, that's a bit ridiculous.
Or if he gets a title shot older than you.
Yeah, but you can't do that either. You can't just be like, I'm not playing anymore if no one gives. Like, you can't. Like, you know how you get a title shot is you beat Arman Tsarukyan. That's how you get a title shot. You beat the #1 contender. You beat the best guy in the division. And you get a title shot. Sitting around and fucking pointing fingers and arguing at who deserves it more. Just go out there and win fights. Go out there and beat the best guy in the division. And you get a title shot.
Thank you so much.